Hello, and welcome to Movies in Minutes, the show where we scrutinize and speculate on the subject of cinema in 60 seconds or so a subject. My name is Logan, and one thing to know about me is my love of a particularly popular film franchise. You guessed it, it's Star Wars. Today, I give you my personal list of the top 5 Star Wars feature films. This includes any of the current 12 Star Wars feature films, blessed with a theatrical release. Keep in mind that this list consists of my own opinions. Possible spoilers ahead, but seriously, it's Star Wars. If it's a spoiler for you, where have you been? At number 5, we have Episode 7, The Force Awakens. The Force Awakens is the 2015 revival of the Star Wars franchise directed by J.J. Abrams, who is also known for the 2009 revival of Star Trek. The Force Awakens featured an all-new cast of characters for the new generation to cheer on, like Rey, Finn, Poe, and the ever-lovable BB-8. The film also had something special for the older fans too, like the return of the original cast consisting of Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie, R2-D2, and C-3PO. We were introduced to Kylo Ren, an interesting Darth Vader for the new fans. The film was the first project made after Disney purchased Lucasfilm, and it gave the franchise a strong start under their new ownership. While the rest of the sequels may have been controversial among fans, this film gave new life to a beloved franchise and left the fans wanting more. It's a good movie that introduced the new generation to a classic story and gave hope to the already loyal fans. At number 4, we have Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. This is a controversial one to say the least. While it's widely accepted that the prequels weren't that great, and Attack of the Clones may just be the worst of the bunch, it has a special place in my heart. Sure, you need to muscle past the painfully uncomfortable love acting between Hayden Christensen and Natalie Portman. Ugh. But Attack of the Clones has enough merit to earn a spot on my list. Ewan McGregor shines as Obi-Wan Kenobi, and the performances from Christopher Lee and Samuel L. Jackson are also terrific. This film also gave us the climactic Battle of Geonosis, which may very well be the single greatest battle in the whole franchise. No one had ever, and probably never will again, see so many Jedi fighting together. We got to see the father of the famous Boba Fett and the clones, which paved the way for so much future storytelling. It may not be a particularly good movie, but it's definitely an entertaining one. At number 3, we have Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Now this is the classic example of how to do a sequel. Empire is widely regarded as the best Star Wars movie. Great acting, coupled with special effects that still look pretty good even to this day. This film is probably Star Wars' magnum opus. Here, we are introduced to the charismatic Lando Calrissian, played brilliantly by Billy Dee Williams. This film spawned so much of Star Wars' nostalgia, including Yoda, the Imperial March, and the famous line, "I am your father." Empire is the movie that made the franchise as popular as it is today. The Hoth battle set the precedent for the ground battles, Boba Fett set the precedent for bounty hunters, and Luke vs. Vader set the precedent for lightsaber duels. We also learn much more about the Force, the mysterious energy that surrounds, penetrates, and binds the entire franchise together. Empire is definitely one for the history books. At number 2, we have Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Likely regarded as the best entry of the prequel trilogy, despite the low bar, Revenge of the Sith hit hard with its fantastic action sequences. The film has more lightsaber duels and overall fight scenes than any other Star Wars movie to date. That's what I like to see, action. Lightsaber choreography is at its peak in this movie, and the duels get an extra level of excitement with added environmental stakes, like a planet covered in lava or a room with floating pods. While the political scenes do slow the movie to a crawl, of which there are plenty, the rest of the film more than makes up for it. We are immediately sucked into an epic space battle, and we become more acquainted with the clones. Plus, we get an awesome new 4-armed cybernetic villain in the form of General Grievous. On top of all that, we get to see the beginning of the legendary Darth Vader. This movie also paved the way for my favorite animated show ever, Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Revenge of the Sith has plenty to love. And finally, number 1 is the Star Wars Holiday Special. I'm just kidding. Number 1 is Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Had Disney stuck with making episodes, Revenge of the Sith would have been number 1. But they decided to make spin-off movies, an idea of which I was originally skeptical. However, Rogue One blew me away with a great story and fantastic visuals. We were introduced to an all-new cast of characters, a Guardians of the Galaxy-esque band of misfits teaming up to fight the Empire. We got another lovable droid in K2SO, who might just be my favorite droid from all the movies. The Battle of Scarif was a great battle filled with nostalgia from the original trilogy, like the X-Wings and the Imperial Walkers. We got to see 2 new awesome variants of Stormtroopers, the Shore Troopers and Death Troopers. Director Krennic made for a great villain. Finally, a Star Wars main villain who isn't a Sith. We also got to see the final construction of the legendary Death Star, and a reason why its weakness was so ridiculous. And finally, who could forget the highlight of the movie, the Darth Vader hallway scene, a fight scene made from the stuff of nerd dreams and fanfictions. It's basically a movie about the original trilogy in a modern style. Rogue One is what Star Wars is supposed to be. That's it for my top 5 Star Wars movies. Remember, this is all my opinion. If you disagree, let us know in the comments. What's your favorite Star Wars movie? That's it for today on Movies in Minutes.